Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Hello and welcome to Messages from Above with Toni G. I am Toni G. I'm a psychic, medium, and a channel. So what that basically means, though, just breaking it down very simply, is that if you have a question about your life, your path, where you're supposed to be, loved ones, about your career, about any of that stuff, I can help to answer those questions for you and what's best for you at this time. It also means that I am being a medium, I can help connect you with loved ones on the other side. If there's someone you have a question for on the other side, you just want to make sure they're okay, anything along those lines, I can help with that also. And being a channel, I bring universal messages from light and love about this planet and other planes as well. I have been a psychic and a channel for as long as I can remember, and probably a medium, because I remember as a child, there were certain parts of the house I grew up in that I knew I wouldn't go near because they had the stuff in them. And there were other parts of the house that I loved being in because there was not stuff in there. So I feel like I've had this sense since I was a child. So a few things. If you call in, have a question or two ready. Remember, there are a lot of people waiting to get online to ask a question. So I try to answer as efficiently as I can and as quickly as I can, because I try to get to everybody who's waiting for a question to be answered. If you are online already, if you're on the phone already and you have a question that you would like answered, the way you raise your hand is you just push 1. If you push 1, that lets Tiffany White, our amazing producer, know that you want to go on air and ask a question. If you if you want to connect with a loved one, again, push 1 so that you can let Tiffany know that you have a question and you want that question answered. Now, for those of you who, I'm just going to read the call-in number. This is a blog talk radio. We go out on iHeart. It's Goldylocks Productions. So when you call in, please keep that in mind. The number is 713-955-0332. And like, I have this whole big list of cheat notes that I use during the show. So if you see me looking down, I'm either looking at who the next caller is, or, you know, something from my cheat sheet to remind you of something. It's not that, you know, I'm forgetting about anything. I want to go to our first caller right away. And if you are watching this, please do share this to your page and let other people watch it also. Maybe they have a question they need answered. Maybe they don't. Who knows? But here we go with our first caller calling from 706. Hi, 706. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you. How can I help you today?
I just have a quick question. Me and my ex have had just a couple of conversations. It's been cordial. I was just wondering if it's possible for us to the past be the past and maybe move forward in some type of way.
Okay, so sweetie, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, Atlanta, and it's Monique.
Okay, so the first thing, thank you for sharing that with me. The first thing I want to tell you is you guys can have cordial conversations and you can be friends, but I'm going to, the statement they're using for you right now is a tiger can't get rid of its stripes, and a leopard can't get rid of its spots. So basically, if you can totally accept your ex as he is, and you cannot, that's why he's your ex, then this will work out. But you just need to know he hasn't changed anything about himself. He doesn't plan on changing anything about himself. He is not going to correct his bad behavior or get any kind of help to correct what happened in the past so it does not happen again. So as long as you can accept that, you'll be okay. Now I need to ask you, because I keep hearing a word and I need to confirm that this is correct. Were there other people involved? Did he is he like a philanderer or a cheater, or did he cheat, or was there a question about cheating?
Oh no, he cheated. There was no question.
Okay, good. I was getting that. I was getting it, but I wanted to be gentle, and sometimes the woman I'm talking to doesn't know the guy cheated, and that's why it ended. So I'm trying to be really gentle here. He doesn't have a problem with that. He thinks it's okay for him, and it should all be forgiven and done and over with. And let's just move on and not think about that. Now, where the problem comes in is with you are not going to be able to forget that. You cannot wipe that from your memory.
Okay.
And because you can't wipe that from your memory, you're never going to trust him. If he's gone too long, if he's on his phone, you're going to think, okay, is that another person? You deserve much better than this. You don't deserve to be tortured like this. And just so you know, I have to tell you, he will do this again. This was not a one and done. This is the way he is. He will do it again. This is up to you. If you can live with this sort of behavior, I don't know why you would, because you could find somebody so much better, somebody who will respect and love you so much more than this.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you, love?
It does, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so if you want to keep him as a friend, that's fine. But Spirit, your guides, your angels are saying, don't let him in any further than that, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much for calling in today. I hope you have an amazing rest of the week.
You too, thank you.
You are welcome. We are going to go to our next caller right away, and that area code is 732. Hello, 732. How are you today?
Oh, hi, good afternoon, Toni. This is Caroline from New Jersey.
Hi,
and
Caroline.
I'm great. And how are you?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you for letting us know who you are and where you're from, Caroline. Caroline, do you want to make a connection today, or do you have a question?
I'm sorry, what did you say first?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to make a connection today to the other side, or do you have a question?
I would love both, but I really would love a message from the other side.
Okay, so as you came on the phone, a woman stepped in, and I have to say, just for you and everybody listening, I see some, I hear some, and I sense some. And typically when somebody's loved one walks in, their whole lineage is here, but one person will deliver the message for me. So even if I'm seeing, like, let's say your grandma, and I believe this is your grandma or a great grandma, and I believe it's on your mom's side because I'm hearing mom, mom, mom. And then what I say to you is, even though I'm seeing her and we know she's here, somebody else might have my ear. Now, what I'm going to say is their message for you is, it's a very, to start off with, it's a little bit of a basic message, but she's saying, remember, you are loved. Don't be don't be scored is the word she's using, scored by what goes on around you. Maybe she means scarred. I understand what they mean by the word scored, but I'm also, another word for that would be scarred. Don't let that get you. And she is saying to make sure that you are behaving or acting in a way that is okay with you. It doesn't have to be okay with everyone else, but as long as you feel, as long as you are being who you truly are, at your core, everything will work out and be okay. And don't worry about what other people think and say. Don't worry about who else feels anything about it, because this is your life and they just really want you to enjoy it and live it the way that is best for you. Everybody has their life that they can live the way they want. It's time for you to start living the way you want. Does this message make sense to you, love?
Yes. I used to be very sensitive, and I am in a way, and you know, we all are.
Right,
but,
yes.
I try to just not, you know, go with the drama. You know, I don't like drama, so I step away.
Right, and it can be difficult to do that, and it can be difficult to step away from people who we feel like just because somebody's in our family that we're supposed to be connected to them and talk to them. Well, that's not always the case, right? Sometimes the lesson is love them from a distance, right? We don't have to be intertangled with people that bring us down or bring drama or bring chaos into our lives. We can, if we need to, or if we want to, or if it serves our purpose in being our highest self, we can step away and do the work that we're here to do. Okay? Remember, you're a vibration, you're a frequency, and or another way of saying that is you are an energetic being. And as an energetic being, your energy, and I'm just going to use the scale of 1 to 100 right now. Let's say, and it's not, the scale goes from -1,000,000 to +1,000,000 and more. But for the sake of this conversation, I'm going to use 1 to 100. Let's say everybody on this plane vibrates between, or their energy frequency or vibration is between 1 and 100, 1 being the lowest, saddest, most depressed energy, and 100 being the most happiest, joyous frequency. Here's what happens. The higher up you go, the more uncomfortable it is to be around those lower energies and vibrations, right? But if you're around that energy, when you're around somebody, their energy and your energy mesh. They connect. And whether you like it or not, when somebody's energy gets on you, think of it like a cold. Even though you don't want that cold, if some of that gets on you, if you breathe in that air or somebody sneezes on you, however you want to say it, you can easily catch that cold. You can also easily, when lower energy gets into your energy field, if you aren't working on it or aware of it, it can, just like that cold, you can catch it. And before you know it, you're starting to behave or caught in the middle of that drama. Now, if you are very strong and you can keep yourself up here at that frequency that you want to be at, even when those lower vibrations come in, it really won't affect you. But you have to get to that level of vibration and be very, very strong in it. And if you immerse yourself in that energy for too long, you can find yourself being brought down a couple of notches vibrationally. So the idea is to protect your, not protect, because that's maybe not the best word, but to stay strong in the energy that you're in, and, you know, not judging anybody else, because we can't judge, but understand their path, and that's for them. Understand your path and move on in your path, because that's what's for you. You don't have to jump onto somebody else's path that is not for you. You can be on your path and moving forward and do amazing with it. Does that make sense to you,
Yeah,
love?
sometimes people are extremely jealous. That's well, I didn't want to say drama before. I meant to say jealous. That's the issue I'm having. So, but I just ignore it. And I think because I ignore it, people don't like, well, I'll say a couple of people don't like that. You know, they don't like they get ignored. Human beings don't like being ignored.
Right.
But the jealous, it's something I've always had in my life, family, work, and I try to step away from people like that, and I think that's always the case anyway. But a lot of jealousy. I don't know what it is about human beings and being so jealous of another. Like, just live your life to the best of your ability and move on. That's just like such insecurity. But nobody's perfect. But I understand. But that's what I'm going through. A lot of jealousy on a daily basis.
Well,
I pay no attention.
Right, and we can't change others, and what from one thought might look like jealousy, if we look a little closer, it might actually be insecurity. It might be fear, because all lower or negative emotions do come from fear. All of those emotions that we look at as negative, if you put them in a triangle, it would definitely show up as fear. No two ways about it. So people are presenting jealousy or whatever they're presenting because there is fear present and they don't know how to handle it. Okay? So again,
they're scared of other people's success.
Well, and
that's like they feel that energy. Somebody's going to be or is more successful than you, and that's so silly.
Well,
because I want everybody to be successful.
Correct.
Just have to have a drive. You need that drive.
Right. But
So,
we are brought up, if you think about this, even from the earliest stages, we're brought up to be the best. That's what athletics are about. That's what, get the best grades, get the best. You must be on top or you're not living your fullest life. You have to get the best SAT scores. You have to be the top in your class.
Yeah.
You have to get the best possible job. And if anybody surpasses you, that's your failure, not their success. So this has been ingrained in us since we've been children. We're going after things we don't even want or need just because we've been taught this is what we're supposed to look like, have, and be.
moving to a different area.
You mean location?
Location, correct. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I know everybody has different terminology that they use. Here's what I'm getting about your health and your husband's. Yes, if you relocate, it will get better. But I'm also getting I'm getting carcinogens. The word carcinogens. Some of this is carcinogens, stuff that's going into your system. And some of it, though, is stuff that you personally are ingesting, foods and such that you're eating or things that you're drinking that are not working for your system. So what I would say about that is that you might want to look into a holistic healthcare practitioner, number one. If you're not doing that, you might want to think about one. And also relocating might be a really good idea for you, because if you do that, you're going to find yourself with some of these carcinogens won't be present if you relocate. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. It's just some confusion of which way I want to go. That's why I asked him that question. Is that I have an immune system disease, and I was just wondering if it was going to get better or stay the way it is.
Okay, so again, if you change your diet a little bit, and it will get better, because some of the things you're ingesting are problematic to this, are causing some of the problems with this. Okay.
Okay.
So if you
that sounds good.
Yeah, if you do that, I feel like that's going to be a much better thing for you. Okay?
Right.
Okay.
So what about my husband's health?
I'm getting, the same thing. You guys really, if it's all about what you're putting in your system, not what you're, not necessarily what you are. It's more about what you're putting in your system. So if you clean up what you put in your body, you're going to get a lot more out of your body. Does that help?
Right. That sounds good. So I think I will take your advice. I was thinking of putting my house up for sale and move away from this, and not move away not too far with my other daughter. So I was hoping that would be a good solution. I don't know. I'm hoping. What do you think of that one? Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. Again, I'm going to just repeat what I just said, so please pay attention. If you move, it will get better, because there are some carcinogens that you guys are ingesting. So I would have your house checked for leaks also. But then also I would say that one of the other things that's very important for you is cleaning up what you're putting in your body, what you're eating, okay?
Right.
Thank you so much for calling in today. I really am grateful that you called in. You have a great week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We are back live now. Yes, we are. Thank you so much, Tiffany. The next caller is from 414 area code, which is my area code. Hello. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am doing amazing. What's your name?
My name is Pam, and I am from Milwaukee.
Excellent, Pam. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm from Milwaukee, too, so hello there.
Hello.
Pam, what's your question? How can I help you today?
My husband and I have both agreed that we feel we've been followed by a black cloud for the last few years.
unfortunately, I've had a lot of loss in my family, and we've also been very stagnant in our careers and been in very toxic environments.
Okay.
Within the next 2 weeks, that's all changing. We both start new jobs, which is wonderful. And I guess I'm just wondering, are we on to a better path now? Is that cloud finally breaking up and leaving us?
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. You guys have had a lot of trials and tribulations, and there are some things going on that are beyond your control. Actually, a lot of things going on that are beyond your control. I want you to go to my website. I do some work that can really help you guys kind of disconnect from what's going on. You have some, is this ancestral? Is this, I don't know what this is. I can see it. I can see this dark cloud you're talking about. I can definitely see it. And a lot of times I can tell people, no, it's just this or that. But literally there's something that is following both. I was going to say one of you, and they're like both of them. There's something that's following both of you around and really just dampening your existence together. So I want you to go to my website and look under the healing work and see if that fits for you. If you feel like that's a good fit, just call me. We'll schedule a session or two, and we'll get you in and get rid of this, disconnect this from you. But you guys are going to I don't like giving messages like this. I keep trying to ask it in a different way, hoping I'll get a different answer. I know for me, I'm like, come on, give me some good news here. Okay, here's what I'll say. Depending on what you do next, okay, there will be more struggle. It's a belief system, but there is also something that has followed the two of you for a bit of time now. So what I'm going to say is definitely schedule that appointment and see if you can get in, because otherwise it's going to be more of the same. Like things just seem to fall apart for no reason at all. Like you seem like, oh, this is good. We've got a new start. This is perfect. And then all of a sudden, one little thing after another goes wrong. They're not huge, big, monumental things. They're little things that lead up to big things that cause everything to fall apart. So definitely go to my website. It's TONIG, like girl, ToniG.info, and see if you can, go to that, click on the healing page and see if that fits you. If you feel like that's a good fit for you. I just feel like you need this disconnected from you. You need this to be gone. And this is this work that I do is one of the strongest ways to quickly and efficiently remove things from you. So please do that, okay? I would really, really like to say things are going to get better if you don't, but it'll be a good 6 years if you don't do. Yeah, and you can't go through 6 more years of this because you guys have been through a lot already. So really reach out, get to my website, look at that, book an appointment, and let's get whatever this is away from the two of you, okay?
Okay.
I hope that's helpful.
Okay,
and
thank you so much.
I wish I could have given you, I seriously wish I could have given you a different message. I would have loved to have been able to give you a different message, but that's the truth. So I guess the truth is always the best message, right?
Absolutely.
Well, I wish you luck at your new job, and I hope I get to hear from you soon.
Thank you, Toni.
You are so welcome. Have an amazing rest of the day. Thank you.
You too.
Excellent. Bye-bye. We are going to go to caller number 707 next. 707, hello, how are you? Hello? What's your name?
Hello?
Hello. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Valerie, California.
Hi, Valerie. It's wonderful to hear from you today. I'm so happy that you called in. How can I help you today?
Oh, yeah, I was wondering if I'm still on track for the relationship that you saw.
I hear yes. I hear yes. I hear it's everything is moving forward the way it's supposed to. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anything else you can say about that?
Well, I think I pretty much probably said a lot of it already to you. Here's what I will say is make sure that you're moving forward with yourself too, so that you can be ready for this when it comes in. A lot of times we want a relationship to come in. We think we're ready, but then when we think of certain aspects, we get scared. We think, oh, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? So on and so forth. Or we think of past relationships that did not work out so well. So what I would say is look at the aspects of yourself that might have a little bit of fear with a relationship and start working on those. Know there can be a new beginning. Know there can be a different way of doing it. And then move forward with that. That might be a really good thing for you to think about and try to, I don't know, accomplish might be the right word. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember you were saying that I was going to meet someone either in 3 days or 3 weeks, which I did meet someone, but that was just, that was nothing that came of that. It was just someone I saw. So I was just wondering if I'm still on track for that. If not, work-wise.
You know what? I keep hearing, yes, you're still on track. Don't freak out. Don't think that that it's not going to happen or that you are not going to meet a person. Know that somebody is coming in and that it will be a good connection. And know that, you know, sometimes when you meet someone, this is the message I'm getting, and I hope you understand it. Sometimes when you meet someone, your guards go up and you start to almost defeat it before it started. Okay?
Oh, yeah, but this person, there wouldn't be a relationship. That was just like someone in passing that I met, and was just a friend thing. There was no connection there. I wouldn't even expect to have a connection there. But what I was wondering is, like, do you see it coming in before the end of the year? If not, do you see work coming in?
Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you. Again, yes, you are on track for the relationship. So please know that they are working to bring this relationship for you. And even though this person was a friend and a good connection friend, one of the things that they are saying is that you sometimes get a little defensive or your guards go up when you do meet someone. They're asking you to work on that and to have yourself in a position that allows you to be a little bit more relaxed or comfortable when somebody comes in. Don't put yourself in a position where you are feeling where you're feeling defensive or on guard about the person. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good. Now, the other thing that they're asking is that you think about being expanding your expectations or what you expect in a relationship, okay? If you expand your expectations or what you expect from a person, if you allow yourself to be a little more, don't have all those musts in an order and delete them before you find out who they really are, you'll be doing much, much better. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so that's the first thing, or one of the things that they want to say to you. And another thing is, if you are going to be in a relationship with somebody, they want you to sit back and think, okay, am I really ready for this full-on relationship, this all-in relationship? Because sometimes you think you are, and then sometimes you feel like you are not. Does that make sense to you?
I think I am. No, that part doesn't make sense because I am.
Okay, so, well, the message I'm getting is that sometimes when you think of certain aspects of a relationship, maybe the living together or the will he be faithful, that it makes you back off a little bit. So, and what I'm also getting is that this comes from a past relationship, something that happened in a last relationship, in one of your past relationships.
Okay.
So, and every once in a while, those feelings creep up and then it pushes it back a little bit. So what they're asking is that you work on that and that you make sure you're comfortable with every single aspect of the relationship. Make sure you're very, very comfortable with every aspect of being in a full-on relationship. Okay? So how long have you been looking for work?
I just started probably this summer looking around.
Okay. So the message I'm getting about you and work is that there's going to be work soon. I would love to be able to tell you exactly when that is. Can I ask what kind of work you're looking for?
I'm in the medical field.
Okay. So what I'm getting is that you are going to be getting work soon. I feel like if you've already applied, you're going to hear something by the end of this week. If you have not been applying, by the end of this week, you will apply for the position that you are going to get. This week is a big week for you as far as applying. Is there, and I could be wrong about this, and I'm not sure. Is there a hospital with the name Mercy in your area? M-E-R-C-Y, Mercy?
No.
And it could be a clinic or something with that in the title or in the logo or the slogan. I keep hearing the word mercy, mercy, mercy. So what I would say is, if you can see, I would look for that, but I'm feeling like you are going to, by the end of the week, you're going to have some solid information on this. So I would look at this. I would look at that and see what.
Okay, because I'm
Yes.
looking for a clinic setting versus a hospital.
Okay, so, and again, even if it's a clinic that has the name Mercy in it, or Mercy is in the logo, I would say definitely apply to that. There's something about the word mercy because they keep saying the word mercy. So look for either a clinic, a hospital, or a facility that has the word mercy someplace in its title or slogan or logo. It might be in its, what is that called? Its business statement, but I see the word mercy in there, and that's like a confirmation that that's the right place for you. And so make sure that when you are looking at it, that that's what you find, that you apply if you see that in the title of something. Okay, sweetie?
Okay, great.
But
yeah.
I feel like this week, I feel like by the end of the week, you're going to hear something, or by the end of the week, you're going to apply to the position that you're going to get. But you definitely, there are some actions that you need to take this week to get to where you want to be with this, okay? So this isn't one of those things, I wish it was. It's not one of those things where this is going to land in your lap or somebody's going to tell you about it. This is something that you definitely seek out and you find. And once you do that, you're going to, and it's good. I'm hearing the pay is good. I'm hearing the benefits are good. I'm hearing that you are going to like your coworkers and you're going to feel really good about what you're doing. Do you work the administrative end or the care end?
The care.
Now I want to say something because I keep hearing this too, and I don't know if this is something you would think about or something you're looking at possibly doing, but don't rule out rehab places. Whether that means rehab from surgery or rehab from addiction. Don't rule out rehabilitation places, okay? Because I'm hearing rehab, rehab, rehab. So if that means a place that deals with, or a section of the clinic that deals with rehab from surgery, or a section that deals with, or an area that deals with rehab from addiction or just some sort of rehab. Don't rule that out because I'm here. I'm sorry.
It wouldn't be rehab from addiction or anything like that because this is a specialized thing that I do. So it would have to be more, I don't know, let's see. It wouldn't be like rehab. It would have to just be like a straight medical clinic.
Okay, well, again, and here's what I'm going to say. Sometimes, you know, I'm not getting a full paragraph. I'm getting, and I know sometimes people call and they want, give me the exact name and address and date and all that stuff, and I get that. But I am giving you what I'm getting, and they're saying, be open to these two things. Now, maybe it has nothing to do with these things. Maybe you find something else that is perfect for you, and that would be amazing. And of course, I want nothing less than that for you. But what I will say is if you see the word mercy and there is some sort of rehab, even if you're not working in the rehab part of it, but there's rehab, that's another confirmation for you that this might be the right place for you. Okay? So don't rule things out. Don't say, well, it can't be this and it can't be that, because when I see the word rehab, that can be rehab of anything. They're just giving me one word and we have to go with that word then, okay?
Okay, sounds good, yeah.
Excellent. Well, I want to thank you so much. I'm so grateful that you have called in, and I hope that once you hear about this, you let us know that this happened, and let me know if Mercy and Rehab were part of it, because I'm always interested to know what they say and how that comes across, okay?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll call you and let you know.
Thank you so much. You have an absolutely amazing week.
All right. Thank you, Toni.
You're welcome. Thank you. I want to thank you so much. Bye-bye, hon. I want to thank you so much for joining us today for Messages from Above with Toni G. I want to thank Tiffany White for producing this show and sending all the callers through. Thank you so very much. And I want to thank you, if you're watching, for watching. I will be here every Monday at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Have an absolutely amazing rest of the week. Thanks, and bye-bye.